not saying he's not smart. He's not. He's not a seasoned vet.
He's not seasoned.
He's not a seasoned vet. So he's not gonna go through all of those procedures and stuff like that to make sure that, you know, everything is everything. That was where he fucked up. He fucked up outside of the ring, not inside of the ring.
But the sport is already corrupt. You know what I mean? It's already corrupt.
I ain't denying that. That's a fact. Sport is definitely corrupt.
You heard what's that dude coming back? Oscar the Lawyer.
Bro.
They asked Dana White about it. He said cocaine not cheap. He said cocaine not cheap.
I believe him. I said chapter 11 incoming. Who do they have? Who do they have besides Canelo?
Who do they have besides Canelo?
On Golden Boy.
Yeah.
Who do they have? I don't know. No, I don't know anybody really. That fights for
I was looking at, I was looking at on Wikipedia, I was looking at Joe Horn. No, Jeff Horn. That
motherfucker then got knocked out like two times since he fought Terrence Crawford or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're all to known people, I think.
Known people?
Yeah.
Oh, they are?
Okay. I was looking at that other dude. Remember Chris Algieri? The dude who lost to Pacquiao?
Right, yeah. I liked him. I like Chris Algieri. Because he was a nutritionist.
He's better than Jeff Horn. He's still in the game. He's like 23-3. He lost 3 times. He lost to Pacquiao.
Errol Spence.
Yeah. That's the last person he lost to.
Right.
He got 3 wins after that.
Okay.
And he's the WBO junior welterweight champion.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. So he lost to Pacquiao. Then he lost to somebody in between them. Terrence Crawford. Wasn't it Crawford? No, Crawford beat Jeff Horn.
Algieri didn't fight Crawford.
Crawford beat Jeff Horn.
Algieri probably would have gave Crawford a good fight.
Yeah.
Crawford don't want that work.
Because Algieri's his best win is Errol Spence. No, best person for is Errol Spence.
Yeah.
He fought somebody in between them who's known, and he lost to that. So he has 3 losses.
I wouldn't say Errol Spence is the best person he fought. He fought Pacquiao too.
Yeah. But I mean, like right now.
But yeah, that's true. That's true.
You see when what's that thing with it was some interview with Braun and Timothy Bradley.
Oh yeah, right. When he approached him.
Yeah. They recommended you that, right? That video got recommended to you.
Yeah, my algorithms.
Because I watched it. It's crazy. Like people that I talk to, they be like, I ask them about a video, I just be describing it. Like, oh yeah, I seen it. Because it's an algorithm. Even Mom was talking about some boxing video that I knew what she was talking about because I just watched it. And she got it recommended to her on YouTube. Crazy, right?
That's because Google has a database of everything you say.
Mm-hmm. Everything you say.
Period.
What's that? I remember Daylight was talking about some algorithm. He wasn't even talking about the phone. He was talking about some Archon thing. Daylight.
The Archons.
Yeah, he said the Archon's going to pick up on it. He's like, I don't want to talk about that. The Archon's going to pick up on it. You know what we're talking about? You know what we're talking about, though. But Costa and Izzy going to be a good fight, though.
Who you got?
I think Costa going to take him out. I want Costa to win.
Where's your Nigerian pride at?
Nah, Costa don't win, bro. I was showing Dad.
You're Brazilian, Dad?
I was showing Dad the interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
I think Dad went Costa won too. Because it's just his Costa, his style.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
His style.
You got that. I smash him.
Yeah.
He's not really. Yeah.
They showed some. I just sent you a link, a video. You see?
You know what's scary about him, though? He's a cerebral fighter at the same time too.
Yeah.
Like he's still a tactician.
Did you see what I sent you about how he marched with Yoel Romero? I sent you a clip.
The clip.
Yeah.
A breakdown.
He did he did this in the middle of the fight. He did this. He did the other guy thing, and then he hit him. He's sick. And then someone was saying that someone on Shadow was like, "Why are you guys acting like Costa beat him?" I was like, "It's not about no. Why are you acting like Costa demolished him?" I said, "It's not about Costa demolish him. It's like somebody going up to Prime Tyson or Francis and just coming at them. It don't matter if it's a close fight. You get what I'm trying to say?"
Right. Yeah.
He came at Yoel. Nobody came at Yoel.
Yeah, right.
I remember when Izzy was running, but then when Yoel hit him with that right hand, and Izzy. After that, it got even worse. Like Izzy didn't want no part of him. Yoel hit him one time.
I did see that.
You seen that, right?
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with Izzy's performance at all. Nah, not against Yo.
And then it was like, if he's technical, people are like, oh, he's technical. If he's technical, Floyd is technical. That don't happen to him. You know what I'm trying to say? He still get his shots. He still get his range off, even if he moving backwards on you. It's not no. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. I still think Izzy got him in the striking department.
Who, Costa?
Yeah, Izzy still got him. Izzy's too slick, dog. Izzy's too slick, bro.
Costa said in the interview, though, right?
What did he say?
He was like, he has to worry for me. He was like, he can't. He was like, he fast. He's technical. He's good. But he for no damage me. I could hurt him. You know what I mean? And he's a crazy dude.
Yeah, you can't argue with that. He
fought. What's that fool? He fought that Nigerian dude called Baba Bush or something like that.
Right.
Remember that dude was knocking everybody out at middleweight?
Right.
Costa fought that dude. Costa destroyed that dude. Costa was coming in on that dude. He fought Uriah Hall. You know Uriah. You know how
Uriah Hall's dangerous. Yeah, but came in on him. Yeah.
Even I think he got knocked down too. Or hit him. That he was still coming forward. He a crazy dude. Even Yo hit him with something that kind of wobbled him. He didn't start going backwards. He kept coming forward.
You saying he has more heart?
Yeah,
and that could be the defining factor.
He's confident too.
The confidence,
the way he talked in his interviews,
right?
But that could be.
And he looks like a fucking Backstreet Boy. Yeah. Ain't another Backstreet Boy.
But he cut mad weight.
You know who Dana wants to win?
He cut mad weight. He cut mad weight.
You know who Dana wants to win?
Who? Yeah, Costa.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Because even they just did a release, a trailer, like the pre-fight trailer, and it had Israel Adesanya had an I. Didn't even spell his name right.
Oh, he about to lose.
And the caption for it was UFC 254, run for your life.
What are you talking? Are you dead ass?
Yeah,
that's the subtitle.
Yeah,
of UFC 254.
Yeah, UFC 254, run for your life.
Bro, I'm dead ass about it. Bro, I'm about to walk out of this room right now. They really named it that?
Yeah, and they spelled his name wrong on top of that.
Who's up on the books?
Who's the favorite?
Yeah,
I think Izzy.
You think it's gonna stay that way?
Yeah.
Is it close?
I don't know.
He's not a big.
I didn't even look at him.
I don't think Costa's a big underdog. I think it's close.
Someone was just saying that. Or somebody was.
I'm gonna look it up.
It was like you should always bet in MMA. You make bad money, but if one person is a huge underdog, you always bet them. Derek Lewis and what's his name? Derek Lewis Cormier though. That's a fight you knew not to bet.
That's true. Yeah, right. Yeah, but a good fight to bet on would have been Ngannou Cormier.
Yeah,
I would have betted on that shit. Fuck that.
And it's crazy. I think Derek Lewis Stipe would have been closer too than Ngannou versus Stipe. Is he the favorite?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not by much though. Not by much.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that I think Derek Lewis and Stipe would have been closer than Francis and Stipe.
Yeah, styles make fights. Yeah, styles make fights. Yeah,
and it's crazy. I made a thread too. I was talking about how who's fighters who keep their power and who's fighters who they wane after a while.
Did that video you sent me with I would say Ngannou is definitely one that wanes. Derek Lewis wanes.
Nah, he don't wane.
He don't?
He don't wane.
Say word.
He got mad knockouts in the last round.
That's true.
Yeah,
he could be power.
He knocked out Travis Brown, remember, after all those body shots.
I think he'd be acting.
He'd be acting, right? He'd be really do training. He'd be saying he train 1 hour, 3 days a week.
Yo, I think so much of fucking combat sports is acting, bro.
Yeah, dude.
You have to act though.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take a leg kick and you lost.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna kick that shit until you.
You know what Shogun said? You know Shogun. He never showed nothing.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Even Bones is about to kill him. Yeah. He's not gonna show no emotions.
Like Machida hit him with those body kicks. You don't show nothing. Yeah, that's a big part of it. You don't show anything. That's what Sean O'Malley. You seen his last fight? He lost.
Mhm.
He's not really a vet because you know when you take that calf kick, they wobble. See Henry Cejudo when he fought Demetrius hit him on a calf kick, and Henry wobbled on his ankle. But like you know, he still had his little composure. Shane O'Malley kind of panicked when that happened. He panicked.
Yeah. Mm.
That's when one dad's he been telling me get in there. He's like, you guys should get in there. Like me, it's like I'm not getting in there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You gotta learn 4 different disciplines. I mean, you gotta learn the kickboxing, the boxing, the wrestling, and the BJJ. It's like for you to a real experienced Muay Thai guy. If he caught the calf kick and he went like that, he would know like, oh, that's from the kick.
It's not impossible.
Yeah,
Jimmy Manuel started at 28.
Jimmy Manuel.
Jimmy Manuel started at 28.
But he was doing stuff before though.
He was robbing fucking houses. That nigga was in jail. Jimmy Manuel. Yeah. That nigga decided to take up MMA when he got out of jail.
That's why he's so terrible. He like leaving in the boys.
His family is good though. What's wrong with that?
He coming back.
He is?
Yeah, he broke. Coming back.
That doesn't mean he's broke, bro. What's wrong with you?
When they say that.
If you making $100,000 a year, you still want $200,000 a year.
They don't make money though, bro.
That's why he should have went to boxing.
Nah, but boxing is harder to make it, bro.
I don't think so.
Way harder. It's way harder, bro. I'm telling you.
No. You bugging. You're right.
Because you know why?
No, you're 1,000% right.
A lot of those dudes start so young in boxing.
It's for the same reason why they make so much money, because it's more.
Yeah,
it's a bigger market. Period.
They put in more work, like.
But the bigger the market, the less the opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But forget about. We just talking about becoming. I think becoming champion in boxing is harder than becoming champion in MMA. Becoming champion in MMA is way easier.
Nah, bro. Nah, boxing. Did you hear about Rolly Romero?
Who's that?
He's a fighter for Floyd Mayweather. He had a fight last week.
Mm-hmm.
And literally everyone, pros, amateurs, fucking traders, everyone is saying he lost. And guess who he's fighting? A Cuban fighter.
He won.
He won.
The judges gave it to him.
The judge gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he signed Floyd Mayweather. And you know how they treat the Cuban boxers.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to Sean Porter.
Mm-hmm. But it's like this. Like, listen like.
Oh, no. Let me finish my point. They giving away belts like candy, bro. Errol Spence was just going off about that on Twitter. He was like, they're making everybody champions.
What's that dude, Mac? And remember the dude we used to train with, Mac?
Yeah, Joseph Mack.
You know he was amateur, right?
Yeah.
But I think he got impatient, so he just went pro.
Mm-hmm.
He was 3-0 for mad long, bro. Boxing is different, bro. I'm telling you, boxing is different. Because they start Junior Olympics and all that. All right, like there's every boxer that's like that we know, like Roy Jones, Mike Tyson, Tyson Fury. They was all known in the boxing world from a young age. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Floyd, Pacquiao. Floyd, Pacquiao, all of that. You know what I mean? They was all getting it in. While MMA is like, especially at the higher weight classes, it's like, if you just, like, you know, every gym we went to, them dudes were saying, like, we could make it. You know what I mean? Like, they used to tell me all the time, like, yo, you could do, you know what I mean? You could make it far on this. You know what I mean?
He's 13-0 now.
Oh, he is? Oh, he's 13-0 now?
Yeah.
They building him up. I do.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to build yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
Although he's 32, so I don't see him having no crazy career, but, you know, he's doing his thing. He last fought in 2019, April, unanimous decision. Before that, he had a TKO.
Nah, he good, though. He good. He nice.
He's very good, yeah. Right.
I remember he said something crazy that I never even thought of or knew. When he was talking about how you knock people out.
What did he say?
He was saying he watched boxing highlights, and all the punches that are knockouts, those are the punches he used for knockouts. Like, you know, people MMA talk about power and all of this.
Yeah.
But is not an equation to him. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he'll watch a Tyson highlight and watch him dip and come with a punch,
right,
and that'll be his knockout punch.
Yeah. I took Kenyatta's fucking drill, and I just expanded that shit.
What would you?
I don't know, but it's whichever way he taught us on the heavy bag. I took that shit and I put 4 more numbers on it for 4 other punches, and that's just my workout. That's what I do. I do my crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The overhead.
It's crazy too. Like we're talking about MMA. Like MMA boxing is not as good.
No, it can't be.
They don't learn the base.
Right. Yeah.
Microwave.
Facts. Yeah.
Like I remember most of the places with MMA where they do boxing, you start throwing 8-punch combos off the jump.
You can't really do that though, because your foot placement is different when you're wrestling than when you're boxing and shit like that. It's not the same. So you really can't do what you do in boxing.
Some people keep it the same though.
Of course. If I'm Conor McGregor and you Nate Diaz, we got a contract in our heads. Like we know nobody about to grab each other. We fighting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's the beauty of MMA is because it's like different styles.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just this is how it evolved. Like it's just
even like Usman Masvidal. Usman knew he couldn't just be grabbing him over and over again.
Like it's crazy how what I like about MMA so much is that the sport, like nobody came and said this is how we got to do it. It just collectively evolved on its own.
Right.
Because remember when it first came out, it was mad different martial arts going against each other. The boxer against the BJJ, the wrestler against the kickboxer.
You know, some people
it naturally just grew like this.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
That's how you feel? Some people will have grievances with that.
What do you mean?
Like the people who was on the first UFC event, they said that the Gracies was tailoring everything for the Gracies and that it wasn't fair.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
They did. They didn't get the best boxer, the best kicker.
That's a good point. Yeah. That's a good point. Like I remember
best wrestler.
That nigga Rob, the motherfucking name Rob Kamen. I remember hearing about him when I was a little kid.
Like if Tyson was there.
Right, yeah. You get the best K1.
UFC will be completely different. And even on top, to make your point even crazier, there was Sambo guys. They didn't even bring the Sambo guys. You know, Sambo has kicks, submissions, and wrestling. The Sambo guys, it would have became
They're
Sambo.
just migrating into MMA, really. Like within the last 10, 20 years.
They're not even migrating. They still allowed them in Russia. Well, you see what Khabib and these boys are doing. Because it would have never been no MMA. It probably would have just turned into Sambo.
Is there MMA in Russia in 2020?
Yeah. It's Sambo. Sambo is MMA.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So they would have no reason to be like, oh, we're doing MMA now.
Yeah.
They've been doing it.
And if they came to the first UFC, they would have known, they knew about submissions.
Right.
Because they do judos. The BJJ comes from judo. Right. They know about Nuwaza.
Right.
So Gracie would have lost because they practiced kicks and punches. And they wrestled. So he wouldn't have been able to take them down.
Right, yeah.
They would have dominated the whole thing.
So it's like they're nitpicking the best in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess what you're saying.
But at the same time, it's like the beginning of the genesis of the sport would have been different.
Right, definitely. It would have been way different.
And there was shoot wrestling people. Those people who did shoot wrestling. Like
shoot boxing?
No, catch wrestling.
Oh, catch wrestling.
Like what Josh Button had done.
Right.
There's people in the world who mix different things.
They had a fucking sumo wrestler in that motherfucker.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like that just made
I think they had like a strong man too.
Mm-hmm.
They was going crazy on the first UFC. It was wild.
It was crazy though. I think Sambo was probably the best base if you look at it like that.
Sambo is not really a base though. I say Sambo is more of a sport.
More of a sport.
Yeah. But definitely
no, because they got gyms in NYC Sambo.
Oh, they do. They have Sambo gyms.
What Sambo is, like theoretically, what it is judo mixed with wrestling, mixed with Muay Thai. That's what it is. It's judo, wrestling, and Muay Thai.
All in one.
All in one.
So it's like the evolution of MMA before MMA.
It is MMA.
It's the predecessor of. No, I'm saying it's the predecessor of
it's
MMA.
Not recognized that way.
It's not recognized that way.
I guess the America versus Russia politics.
Which are fake anyways.
Fake, right? They both on the same team.
Exactly. They're both on the same team against us.
They're both on the same team.
Anyways, moving on.
So unique.
Moving on. What was he talking about again?
Huh? I don't even remember. Oh, we talking about
Sambo.
Sambo.
Yeah. All right.
Sambo. But it's crazy how BJJ. If all the MMAs are by themselves, like all of them by themselves, BJJ is the best.
There you go again. You talking the Gracies is talking through us.
No. BJJ is the best. It's already proven in MMA. It's the best. Because look, you know why Helio. No, at the same time, Royce was the worst brother.
Okay.
Royce was the worst.
Yeah, right.
He was the worst.
Right.
You know that?
Royce Graves.
You know that?
I know the horse.
They had Rickson,
the Hicks,
Roller, Carla. He was the worst one. Royce. He was the smallest too.
Right.
But that's why they put him in. You know that?
Right, yeah.
Because he was the smallest.
Right.
He was the worst.
Oh, smart.
That made it even sicker. You get what I'm trying to say? So we showed this guy winning all these matches. And you know how BJJ was created, right? Helio Gracie created BJJ. Their father created BJJ. You know that, right?
You're not thinking of this the way I'm thinking of this.
What?
I'm thinking of this as some mafia shit, dog. They was like, we gonna put on an event. Listen to me, bro. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
I might be wrong, but this is what I'm thinking. It was like, we gonna put on an event, and we gonna have these motherfuckers paying us for BJJ lessons for the next 100 years.
Yeah,
hallelujah.
That probably was it.
Yeah, that was the plan.
That probably was the plan.
Facts.
But that wasn't the reason why they were so confident in what they were doing. And even to this day, you know how when a fighter, like, you know how when their brother, Kron Gracie, he's the one coming up right now.
Right.
Matt Gracie's been in MMA.
Right.
You know how like Hoist gets mad at them when he see them training Muay Thai. He see them doing wrestling. He get mad. He's like,
yeah,
BJ. He said these.
Yeah.
And when they lose, he said they step away from jiu-jitsu.
That's why they lost.
Yeah. But Helio, even when he was 90 years old, no one could submit him.
Oh, word?
When he was 90, like, when he was.
I don't believe that shit no more.
No, bro. Look, bro. I'm gonna tell you the genesis of it, bro. Look, I'm gonna tell you the genesis of it. Of that. When he was 90, he couldn't be submitted, bro. Helio. Like, he couldn't. Nobody could submit.
You know what? I digress. I remember doing BJJ. I believe you. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, that's not hard. That's not hard. That's not hard. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe that's not hard. I believe.
Like, he could,
especially for doing it 70 years or some shit. Yeah, right. He probably wouldn't be able to submit that many people.
But he doing it 70 years.
Right.
He created it.
Right. Yeah.
Julio created it.
Right.
Yeah. But he can't. He couldn't mount nobody or submit them and all that. Right. But he couldn't be submitted. Even when you give him just say it. What's crazy is how he submitted. He went to Japan. Helio. He went to Japan. Okay. And he was doing judo. He was doing judo in Brazil. He went to Japan he met with like one of the pioneers of judo.
Okay.
He met with him. He was learning judo from them. But he came back, he took away the throws out of it. He's like Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee took the best things from each martial art.
Yeah, right.
He took the footwork and the punches from boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Lee is
yeah, right.
He took the footwork and he took the kicks from like Taekwondo. He took the best from everything. He took throws from judo. He did some wrestling too.
Yeah, right.
He's smart, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Helio did the same thing. He went to judo. He went to Japan, did the judo, and he took out all the throws. He didn't really take out the throws, but he just said, like, we don't need to practice throws. Let's just practice on the ground. Because, judo, they practice on the ground, but they call it nuwaza. But the focus on judo is the throws.
Right.
But he doesn't focus on the throws. He just focused straight on the ground.
Right.
And he was like, he looked at karate, kung fu, and all those things, and he's like, these people don't spar every day for fighting. BJJ, you spar every day. You spar every day. That was like, that's why. Like,
so the learning curve is ridiculous.
Yeah, you spar every day. Like, every day you're going with people. So now I was like, that's what it is. Like, that's why it's so sick. You know what I mean?
That shit felt good as fuck too.
The BJJ, right?
Word. Huh? Having a big ass fucking a 6'9" motherfucking white boy or whatever. Yeah. That motherfucker. You think this motherfucker about to torch me. Yeah. And you flip that motherfucker over and you choke that motherfucker out. Yeah. That shit ain't nothing feel better than that.
I remember that time you did the armbar. Me and I was looking at you like, what is going on? You remember you armbar that dude?
Nah,
at the UFC gym?
Nah, I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
Nah, I don't.
Me and Laquan, we was all rolling with some dude. The dude was sick. You don't remember? It was some big dude. We was all rolling with him. He was taking, like, not taking me and Laquan out, but it was a close match.
Oh, I do kind of remember that.
That's when me and Laquan was really in BJJ.
That's what I was talking about.
Boxing was like your main
I think
thing.
that's what I was talking about. The white boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you armballed that dude. And me and Laquan was looking like, what is going on? You remember that? You armballed that dude. I was like, what is going on? I said, you armballed that dude because you wasn't really into BJJ like that. Right. And you put the armbar on that dude. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Bro, I thought you was going to be a monster after that moment.
Okay.
Because, you know, submission is like the hardest thing. I can't even do armbar to this day.
Word?
Nah, I can't armbar. And you did it like, you know what I mean? Like, not even on some, you did it on
instinctual.
Yeah, like some, like some. Like the guy didn't even know he was trying to armbar him. Like, you know what I mean? The way you cut that thing, I was like, you caught it from behind, like on some fade or like you was,
Yeah. I remember.
I was like, this dude, I told Laquan, this dude been watching videos, been practicing. But that don't even still solve the case because you need a partner for BJJ.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Nah, but you would have been nice if you kept doing it though.
Yeah, I was alright.
Nah, that right there was some. You don't know how crazy that high level thing that was, bro.
Word?
Yeah. That was some high level stuff right there.
Word.
Say for instance, if Khabib was somebody, people from like MMA or UFC was walking by and you did that, they're gonna be looking at you like, oh, this dude.
I understand what you're saying.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, right.
Like, they're gonna be looking at you.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Right. Like even if Helio was walking by and seen you catch that armbar like that, he's gonna be looking. You know what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say?
Man, this shit making me tight.
Look, you tell you.
You
didn't know how sick that was at the time.
Huh?
You didn't know how sick that was.
Yeah.
That armbar was sick, bro. I was like, what is going on? And I always tell Dad that story. Anytime he bring up you doing boxing, I was like, nah, I used to do MMA. He submitted this dude. He did some submission. Oh, are you bringing it up? Yeah. That submission was crazy, bro. You didn't even know how crazy that thing was.
No, I didn't.
The way you caught it and everything, like, you know what I mean? That was like expert level stuff.
Right.
That wasn't even
I don't be thinking about that shit either.
Oh, you don't be thinking you do?
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that shit.
I was like, oh, I didn't do this. I'm not good with submissions.
Huh?
I'm not good with submissions. Only one I'm is the choke. Remember that time I choked Laquan?
Yeah. Almost went out, yeah.
Because you don't know when you're going out from a choke.
Right.
But I wasn't really even choking hard. I just had the, you have these sides. Right here is the oxygen. That's the basic one. But the real choke, the rear naked is you press right here. So I just had his head like this.
It stops the blood circulation.
Yeah. Right, I had his head like this. And at these two sides. That's what I was telling you.
Once they touched.
Yeah. He went out.
He dropped.
Yeah. So it was crazy. And I told you, there's some gym in Manhattan called Radical MMA. I told you about it, right?
No.
There's some dude, like, that's the best gym I ever went to. They train straight up, no gi. And once you get good enough at no gi, you start learning striking. And the guy there's some small white dude, but he's so technical. They break down everything so technical. You know what I mean? Like, everything is so technical. So one time, the dude who took me there, who took me to the free class, he died. He ended up passing away.
Oh, he did?
And it was Durham, yeah.
Damn.
He used to be like the head of that thing we used to go to. Dolphin? No, to watch the fights.
Oh, word.
He was a black dude. No. When we used to go to Manhattan and watch the fights.
Oh, word.
Yeah. The Asian dude wasn't the head, the guy. It was a black dude.
Yeah.
You know about him?
Right.
He was like a big black dude. Oh, you remember him? Durham. Yeah.
That's crazy.
He passed away.
Wow.
A while ago. And it's crazy. Like, I seen him on his Instagram. He was like an OD, like a chef type. Like, he was really like making it in that world.
Wow.
That's crazy. You don't even know about people. Like, he just used to watch MMA as a hobby, but like he was a chef for real. And he took me to that gym, and he asked us to get his back or get double on a standing wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And I went with him. I couldn't do it. Durham with him, couldn't do it. Another dude with him.
Mhm.
He was like, I'm paralyzed on the left side of my body. He's paralyzed. His left side of his body is paralyzed. He got hit by a truck. So when you roll with him, he's nice. He's nice. So he showed like all his techniques are sick. You get what I'm trying to say? Like he said, when you do the rear naked choke, that's I brought up because the rear naked choke,
Mhm.
like you have it like this. Show dads too. Like, look, pull my arm, pull it, really pull it, bruh, pull it. Yeah. So look, so when you get the rear naked, look, this is how you do it. This is how he do his rear naked. Pull it. I showed y'all this before.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. And when he doing different stuff, you know what I mean? He's grabbing his body, leveraging. All his techniques were sick. Because like the way he would show you arm bars and chokes, he would show you in the ways like, I remember he said that one arm around him is you got to submit with one arm around. Like one arm around is your submission. You get what he's trying to say?
Mhm.
Like you bring, of course you do it with two arms, but he's saying you should, no, that was Sule. That's not even him.
Oh, wow.
But like he leveraged. That's
Rest
how
in peace to that nigga too.
Yeah, Sule was a problem.
Yeah.
When he used to get the triangle, he used to have one leg. So you don't even need two legs. You don't even need two legs. You just have one leg.
Yeah.
Don't even bring second leg. He like the second leg over to secure it. And he really had them dudes in pain. Like, he was a problem too.
Word.
Sule.
Word.
He was a problem. And when them dudes, I think when they used to do judo, Christensen had when they used to get in trouble, Sule, they just get in the line and Sule, doom.
BJJ is no joke, son. BJJ.
I remember that I was like, they would never tell me like that.
You know, Derek Lewis would be making fun of BJJ. He like, just get up.
Right. Yeah.
You know Derek Lewis?
Mhm.
He just not. You remember that dude who caught the heavyweight who caught the choke from the bottom?
Recently.
No, this was a while ago.
Okay.
Remember we was all talking about him? He caught a Darce choke from the bottom.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's the last guy Derek Lewis just fought. He took Derek Lewis down. He was doing all the from America and all that stuff. Derek Lewis was down. You know, that's when he gets rest from the guy.
Mm-hmm.
He just got up.
Finished him.
Not right there, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what he said. He said, jiu-jitsu, just get up. Like you don't believe in jiu-jitsu. He must be OD strong.
He's a Juthius.
Yeah. But like separately, BJJ is the best. But when you start adding the other ones, it's kind of the worst.
Right.
Not really the worst, but you just learn the defense of it and you Gucci. You know?
Right. Yeah. Facts. Yeah. That's all you really need.
Yeah. I remember they asked head MMA trainers like Javier Mendez, Greg Jackson. They asked him, if you train Floyd Fakana, how would you train him? That was one of the illest.
Right.
Because I see like how would they run his camp? You know, I'm into like how to do the camps. It was like, how would they do Floyd's camp?
You something?
No. Check. It's probably that old. Oh, they the corn. Did they put the corn on?
Oh wow. Sure. Y'all got more juice?
What juice?
Apple juice?
Nah.
Oh. The blue ass shits.
Yeah.
You saying
I would have been here the whole day.
Hell no, not with me in here, nigga. I'd have been right out that window. What the fuck is he talking about?
I'll say, how would they train Floyd?
Right, yeah. Okay.
So everybody was saying that. It's just like I like how people counter. Like someone's like, okay, we know he got the striking. So most of them are saying we're gonna defend, show him how to defend kicks,
right,
and teach him wrestling, teach him takedown defense. You know what I'm trying to say? But one trainer was countering all their arguments. This is the one who had a completely different thing. He's like, no, we have to train. We have to do wrestling training with him. He has to do wrestling classes because just learning takedown defense is not going to teach. His reactions in wrestling is not going to be good. You got to learn both the offense and defense to understand where the other guy's coming from. And I was like, oh. You know what I'm
She
saying?
said the same thing with BJJ too.
Yeah.
Facts. That's
Yeah.
universal though.
Huh? But another guy was like this. Nah, we're not gonna train that. We're gonna train boxing. He's gonna come here. We're gonna train boxing, but we're gonna have to take his shoes off, and we're gonna throw on the lighter gloves, and he's gonna have his shoes off, and we're gonna box in the octagon. You know what I mean? Let him get that feel for it. And I thought, like, this dude is. You know, all of them are saying like they're not even gonna train
That
boxing.
dude is delusional. That dude is delusional.
No, but he's saying like he's still gonna do the other stuff that they're doing, but that's gonna be his main focus.
Nah, he's
He's
delusional.
delusional, right?
Yeah, Conor
Mhm.
take him down to submit him.
No, but he's not even just talking about Conor. He's talking about like if he.
Anybody will
Mhm.
take him down and submit him.
No, but he's saying for his like career, like if he was to have 2 or 3
That's what-
fights.
right, yeah.
That's
I don't
not.
know. I don't see Ngannou doing good. You told me Ngannou's going to boxing?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be good for him. Punches is too loose. It's not gonna be. Did you see the slow motion of Rosenstruik?
How he went through him?
Forget how he went through him. Look at all of those hooks that he missed. If you throwing those hooks against a good boxer, you're finished.
But he was. Tyson said he was dominating. Bro.
All right, you believe Tyson when he has to promote his podcast.
You seen a Ryan Garcia body punch challenge?
Right, yeah.
You seen Ngannou?
Yeah.
You seen him do it to other heavyweight? You seen how they crumble? You seen what he did to Ngannou? Ngannou was laughing.
Bro, he's different, bro. He's different. Bro, that does not matter when you're in a boxing ring with someone who hits just as hard as you, with more precision, with more accuracy.
You know where Francis trains at, right?
Huh?
You know where he trains at, right?
No, I don't.
Mayweather gym.
Okay.
He trained with Dewey Cooper. You know who Dewey Cooper is?
Yeah, I know who Dewey Cooper is.
That's Ngannou trainer.
What does that mean? If his punches is loose, then they loose, dog.
He's the one who told Ngannou to get into boxing. Jeff Mayweather and them said he could box, bro.
Dubois knock him out in full.
Stop it, bro. Heavyweight is different. If you're talking other weight classes, then I'll say yeah. But if you're talking heavyweight, it's a completely different ball game, bro.
Dubois is knocking him out in 4 rounds.
All right. Did you hear about the NFL player who started boxing at heavyweight and he won like 10 in a row against good competition?
No, I didn't hear about him. As a matter of fact, never.
What's that guy? You know that guy Dad always talk about, Bone Crusher Smith, the guy who started boxing like at 30. That heavyweight dude. He started knocking dudes out, bro. Heavyweight boxing is completely different.
No,
bro.
it's not Bone Crusher Smith. You talking about what's his name?
Kimbo Slice was 10-0 in boxing, bro.
Who you talking about? Someone else, bro.
You seen Derek Lewis spar that boxer? That pro boxer? You seen that?
No. I'm talking about Ngannou. I'm not talking about Derek Lewis and nobody else. I'm talking about Ngannou. His shot selection is not
bro, let me show
good.
You. Let me show you. Let me just show you.
His shot selection is not good, bro. You can't fix that.
People talk about how they flip stuff, like flipping houses, flipping stocks, or even flipping items on eBay.
It has to be up to you. You have to know when to punch and when not to punch.
Derek Lewis posted a video on Instagram saying, when a boxer comes to my gym talking shit.
He's saying the same stuff you said. The dude was saying he got looping punches and all of that. Derek Lewis said, get in here.
I mean, after he's knocked out, hanging off the ropes, Derek Lewis is still
Okay. Yeah, if I go to Golden Gloves and lose and then go and fight Derek Lewis and say, oh, I'm a boxer, you can't beat me. Yeah, of course I'm gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm talking about real boxers that been in heavyweight, that been in Golden Gloves, that been to the Olympics. That's what I'm talking about, bro. I'm not talking about any boxer.
Won the Golden Gloves.
As long as this video is
Yeah, And when Francis came in there with them looping punches, what did Steve do?
But
He said, straight,
Cormier-
tag that ass up.
Cormier was eating him up though, Steve.
Huh?
Cormier was eating him up.
That is
What did I say about Cormier? I never said Cormier can't
was
box.
eating that bull.
I said Francis Ngannou can't box.
I ain't got nothing to say.
And I didn't say he can't box. I said he can't box
Bro,
with the
if Mike
high-level
If
heavyweights.
Mike Tyson and Teddy Atlas said he could box, bro.
They're telling him to go fight some cans. That's what they're telling him to
Nah,
do.
they talking about Wilder, him versus Wilder.
Yeah, right.
They were saying
Francis is sleeping in the first round. It's not the same. It's not the same, bro. It's not the same.
that's about how you train. That's what Dad be saying. That's about how you train.
Yeah, that's fact.
It's
It is.
about Mike.
Yeah, it's about how you train. That's a fact.
So Francis could be anybody if he trained right.
I wouldn't say that because
That was chat. He was like, if you don't train and you go in there, even if you go in there with grandma and you don't train.
yeah, it's gonna hurt. That's true.
Because I was talking about Derek Lewis. I was saying this guy don't train. He said if he goes in there with his grandmother, he will get knocked out. He don't train.
Yeah, that's a lie. Come on. He's an entertainer, bro. He don't have to tell you what he do. He don't have to tell you nothing.
But he trained at one of those hole-in-the-wall gyms. I don't think he got spawn partners and all that. Complete opposite of GSP. You know, GSP make sure he got the best of everything. The best wrestling coach in the world, the best nutritionist.
None of that
best
stuff don't
guy,
matter. It's all about the fighter.
The best Muay Thai.
None of that stuff don't matter.
You need the best. I mean, it helps. Because if you're sparring against the best, that'll tell you, like, okay, you ready to go in. You're a GSP trainer. I like watching this podcast. Faraz Wahabi.
Faraz Wahabi?
Yeah, he said GSP was sparring with a championship boxer. And the dude, before he fought Dan Hardy, and the dude knocked GSP down. And GSP was bloody, messing GSP up, knocked GSP down. Boom. So he told the dude, like, in his ear, like, don't hit him one time. Because Faraz wanted to take him out because, you know, he don't want to hurt his confidence. So he said, nah, we're done today. GSP was like, no, I want to go. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So he went up to the guy, like, don't hit him one time. So then him and GSP was sparring. GSP was taking him out. You know what I mean? Tagging him up because he didn't know the other guy can hit him. And then after the round, GSP was going, ooh, he said, that was a fluke. You know, that was a fluke. He's a good trainer. He just wanted him to have that confidence going into the fight. Crazy, right? Want him to have that confidence going into the fight. That's crazy, right?
What did I tell you? It's about acting,
Mhm.
even when you're greatest.
Mhm. It's crazy too. When Izzy was talking about the Anderson fight, right? He was saying how these people didn't really see what the fight was, because they're saying he's not punching or kicking to where Anderson is at. He's trying to punch him to where he's gonna be.
Yeah, that's fundamental.
But a heavyweight is different. I really like that. But like the crazy thing, I told you when I was sparring Pete at Rockaway Ropes.
You couldn't touch him.
Yeah, couldn't touch
Because
him.
you was punching where he was at.
Yeah. But then when I start doing random, like Wyman against Anderson, you know, you can start glancing off him a little bit.
Yeah, fair.
You just start throwing your hands. Izzy said what made Anderson different from everybody else he faced is that Anderson was stopped. You get it? So Izzy knows he's gonna bend right, duck right after he throw. Say Anderson throw left hook, he know he's gonna duck right. So Izzy said he's gonna come with his counter straight, and he says Anderson will stop right before he does it. He
I
said
get
that's
what
the
you're
main difference. You get what he's saying, right?
That's like Pernell Whitaker. I noticed when I was watching his highlights,
Mhm.
he would do some shit where you would throw the straight at him,
Mm-hmm.
and he would move back
Mhm.
like you about to land it on him.
Yeah.
And while he's moving back,
Yeah.
he's gonna slip
Mhm.
in the middle of his retreat.
Mhm.
You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. I was like, oh shit, this
Yeah.
motherfucker's moving in like two
Yeah.
different directions at once.
And it's crazy. Remember they were saying why Wyman caught Anderson. Because most MMA fighters, they don't have like even beginning boxers, like the boxing is like that too, where you know what punches people are gonna throw. Floyd that's what makes Floyd so good is he knows, not that he knows, like the reason why people thought Conor could win is because he could throw some unorthodox stuff that Floyd's not used to. Because Floyd knows what you're gonna throw. He knows that you're gonna jab, cross. He's
Mhm.
not looking for just if people who don't box or don't fight,
Yeah.
they're just looking for hands coming at them.
Yeah, right.
But Floyd is looking for hook, left hook, right? He knows
Yeah,
how to
right,
dodge all those. So Anderson knows that when you throw a jab, the cross is about to come or the hook is about to come. So that's why when he dodges, he does that. But the Weidman threw those 3 hooks in a row. So when Anderson did that, he kept coming with those. Anderson is expecting the right hand. After he throw that hook, he's expecting this hook, uppercut, he's expecting hook, right? You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Hook. But he kept coming with that. Remember, right? That's how Weidman caught him.
That's boxing.
Uh-huh.
You gotta know how to double up. You
Yeah.
gotta know how to double everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes triple.
Triple, right?
That's what made Tyson so good.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching, but you know who was the master at that shit? Ali. I was watching Ali the other day. This nigga would he would be in the pocket, throw 4 uppercuts on you, and then triple up on the hook right after that shit before you even throw one shot. I'm like, what is this dude doing, bro?
Figure them out, like,
Yeah, exactly. Because you're thinking, oh, he gonna throw the uppercut, then he gonna come with the right or something. Nah, he word.
I remember thinking Ali was overrated. When I looked at his story, he not.
Yeah,
Because he was the greatest. But that's before
that
he got locked away.
the 4-year layoff
When he was
fucked him up.
Cassius Clay, let Cassius
You
Clay.
know what, too?
What?
They didn't let him train when he was in jail.
They don't know
That was
what
part of his punishment. He couldn't box.
Mm-hmm. Those people are sick. They're sick. But he was still good when he came out. He was
Yeah,
still
right.
sick.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But it's just that he had to win a different way. Like if he fought Foreman back as Cassius Clay, it would have been a different fight. But he still had the mental toughness and the smartness to know how to fight him a different way and still get the win.
And get the W, yeah.
It's like Weidman. We bring him an example. But I remember him saying like he hurt his right shoulder before the Anderson fight when he was coming up. He hurt his shoulder bad.
Man, what's up with you and this Weidman dude, man?
But look,
Weidman washed.
But
Stop
look,
bringing this dude up in our podcast, man.
The crazy thing is this, look, that he hurt his right shoulder, his right arm. So instead of him using that as an excuse that he can't box or he can't train, that just made his left hook sick. Because when he worked the bag, you know what I mean? That was the meaning of his shoulder getting hurt. Yeah, I mean, that's like a championship mindset. Like, okay, my right shoulder's hurt. So that's why his left hook became his best punch. It wasn't even that good of a punch, but since his right shoulder, you know what I mean? Like
he couldn't work the straight no more. So he went straight from jabbing.
Yeah.
He was working that. Right. I get what you're saying. Facts. That's deep.
I don't even feel. I remember Dana White on the Contender Series. He just told a young fighter, 23 years old, 8-0. Dana White told him, switch to southpaw. Ready? No, he said, you look good at southpaw. He said he's not ready, but he said you should switch to southpaw. Keep training at southpaw. Look good at southpaw.
That's deep.
Bro. They're crazy. When I was fighting, you I think I'm a southpaw. I don't know.
You were born left-handed, bro.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think I'm a southpaw. But you know what's crazy? I always had a good jab. You know that, right?
Right.
Even when we used to spar, my jab was always sick.
Right.
Because remember, I told you, one of the sickest psychology things I ever learned is 50% of having a skill is recognizing it. That was one of the sickest things I ever looked into. And it's not even that popular. 50% of recognizing the thing is acquiring it.
I already know that.
Yeah.
That shit happened to me. I be watching boxing matches and the announcer be like, "Oh, a right hook."
Yeah.
Like, no, that was an overhand.
Right. Yeah.
I think I don't know.
It's so crazy.
You just gotta see stuff.
It's so crazy that even when you look at our friends and stuff from when we were little, and you could tell like what they used to recognize is what they used to have.
Right. Yeah. Right.
The skill. Like remember, Junior, he used to catch intos. But when we was playing the Madden or we was watching football, intos was such a big thing to him.
Right. Right.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Fact.
It was such a big thing to him.
Interception.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, that's the shit.
It was such a big thing to him.
Right.
Like what you recognize is what you know what I mean?
Like Dean knew, I gotta leave these dudes alone if I'm gonna make the league. These dudes they're not really into football no more. They're doing other stuff.
No, that's not a good example. I mean, like a skill. You know what I mean? Like
it's the same thing, bro. You gotta
like that dude. What
your environment is your environment is you. That's all I mean.
Like you used to be able to shoot. Yeah, I mean,
I'm still a good shooter.
still a good shooter.
What the
Right?
fuck is you
Yeah.
talking about?
So,
Hell yeah.
and
I
know
can
when
shoot.
you used to watch
I'm
basketball.
a better shooter now than I used to be.
When you used to watch basketball, that's what you recognize.
Shooting. Yeah. That's all I'm about. I'm a sick shooter.
Mm-hmm.
I got the fucking dagger.
I could dribble, bro.
Yeah, that was always your thing.
But like when I watched the game, that's what I used to look at. Like dribbling and the passing. Those are the things that really stuck out to me. Like shooting, I never seen shooting.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how I just be shooting.
You know what's funny though?
Don't be going at what?
I don't look at the shooting no more.
You know?
Nah, I switched it up.
What you be looking
I be looking at like I just noticed when the other day I was sitting there, I was like, yo, I never realized that basketball had plays. I'm like, yo, what was what would Eddie used to be telling me, you know, like I never knew nothing. So you would just tell me like, go here, and then I'm gonna run around. But you never told me like this is, and then I was like just telling myself, wow, like nobody's gonna tell you nothing because nobody knows what you don't know.
Right.
You have to put yourself on there, everything. I was like, oh, I literally like even like to play in the park. Like if I want to be effective, I have to know plays and stuff. Like I realize that now. Like when I would be in the park, people would just know. They would just recognize like this dude don't really know what he's doing.
You know what's so crazy? So crazy. Like we know we're watching football, right?
Right.
And Dad would be like, just run, go get him. He doesn't know that there's plays.
Right.
So sometimes I be getting frustrated. Like, but it's crazy how like I started realizing like, oh, these basketball dudes be getting frustrated.
Like how the defensive end has to maintain the outside. Yeah, stuff like that. They don't understand that type of stuff.
But it's crazy how like you would think basketball is so much simpler, but the same thing is true in basketball.
Yeah, facts. OD.
And I'm like,
OD.
OD. Snap.
I just be, you know what I think basketball is like though? It's a lot like boxing.
It is, right?
Like the way you attack the right, you attack the left. Like you got an angle, you got to attack. Like I'm sitting here like, damn, basketball is fucking ill, my nigga. That shit's like war. Like the zones, and you got that shit is ill as fuck.
And it's crazy, like, what's that? I remember reading the RZA book.
Right.
How he was saying, like, when he learned musical theory, that changed. Like, he couldn't go back to the old way how he made the beats and stuff.
Yeah, right.
It's just so crazy, like, I kind of want to see basketball how I used to see it, but I can't no more. Just from looking at how they do things. Like before, you just look at people running, dribbling, but now you see like, okay, like you know how they be saying Curry bad because like he always get the pick coming for.
Yeah,
you know what I
you
mean?
see that stuff now. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So crazy.
You see Harden like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You remember the last time it was me, you, Laquan, Dean, and Chris? I think. We had, was it 5 of us or 4 of us
in the park?
Did? Yeah. Remember the last time we went to Brookville together?
Oh, the last time.
And those dudes washed us.
We was 2-0 though. Before that.
Yeah. We always never lost when we was always together.
Yeah.
And these dudes washed us. And I'll never forget that game. I wrote about it on Box Day and I had mad thumbs up.
Funny.
I was like, we was undefeated. We used to be undefeated, but these guys washed us.
Was running plays, passing the ball.
Those dudes used to play college basketball.
Yeah.
And they was picking for each other. Not even picking for the dude with the ball. But you know, for the dude without
the ball. I never, when I came on there, I was like, oh shit, that's what people be doing at the park and stuff.
And another thing they was doing too, that
like even me, like my mindset, like even playing ball, people be like, set a pick.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you don't have the, like that would be my mindset. Like, what's going on? Like I wouldn't understand, like it's all about positioning.
Yeah. But you know what's one of the craziest things they did that I thought was sorcery, how they was taking us out bad?
What?
Once someone would shoot on their team, they would all box out the man that was closest to them. So that's why we wasn't really getting those offensive rebounds. You know how we be athletic, we be getting those rebounds. But as soon as they shoot, they box out
everybody.
Yeah.
That's it.
They box out. So we didn't understand the concept of what they're trying to do. We're looking up, trying to run to the ball, not knowing that somebody's in front of us blocking us. You understand what I mean? That we were supposed to box out and get in our position too. But we was trying to
get the ball.
Yeah. Or even sometimes in basketball, it's a different strategy. Like, when that person shoot, let's keep playing defense. Let's not run to get the ball.
Right,
let's keep playing D. But some people is like, let's get the offensive rebound. Let's get the rebound.
Shit.
You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So when they would shoot,
if he's a good shooter, right.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's like intricacies, shit that you don't even be thinking about.
Yeah.
Great. Yo, that's deep, because that shit make you like, yo, let's go to the park right now. So
Yeah.
that shit got me tight.
And it's crazy. I remember like every time I watch videos, any sport, I mean, like if I watch BJJ, anything I watch, I could pick it up and I could go to the park and use it. So I started watching this dude on Instagram, following him, called Hoop Studies.
Mhm.
And he be breaking down the game. And he breaks down so many crazy things, like right after you come off the pick, you pop.
What that mean?
Like if a dude is picking,
Mhm.
no, if a dude is picking for you,
Setting a pick for you, right?
right, as soon as you come around him, you
Drive
or shoot. You shoot.
Mm.
I'm thinking of the concept.
Or drive?
No, if
I don't know.
I'm thinking of the concept wrong. If you come
Take your
around,
time, bro.
I think if a teammate of yours is picking,
Mhm.
and you come around and catch the ball and somebody passes it
Yeah.
to you, you shoot it right away. Because he has a decision to make. So before he can even make his decision, you just shoot it. And I was like, oh, like it's mad intricacies. And I remember one time I was at the park, I scored 18 points, bro. Game was 21, I scored 18, bro. That was the craziest I ever felt. But in retrospect, I found that the rim was leaning like that.
Oh,
In
shit.
retrospect.
Mhm.
But I scored 18, bro. It was like
Right.
a 4-4, like it was
Yeah.
a game, bro.
Yeah,
Like with
yeah.
the dudes, you know, with the best players there, I scored 18, bro. And the
Wow.
best player on the whole court was on my team.
Wow.
That made me feel mad dope. And like
Mhm.
when I started getting tired, I just passed the ball to him.
Yeah.
It just felt so dope. I think he scored like 2 or 3.
Wow.
It was just so dope, bro. Scoring 18 in ball, like it just felt good. And I was shooting, boom, boom. But it'd be so like I can't. The reason why I brought it up is because I could never drive. For some reason, it's hard for me to drive to the lane.
Me too, yeah.
But that game, I was driving like crazy, and I figured out like, oh, that's why I can't drive, because I can't shoot. And these dudes are they just waiting for you to drive. To the lane.
That's it. Yeah.
So when I was shooting,
Once you showed up, you could shoot. The
and
drive
this dude was
over.
coming up. It felt so good driving, and the space was wide open. And
That's
the
like
pass was
boxing.
different.
That's like boxing.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Like once you get in your jab off or whatever,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you establish that distance.
Then it become easier.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
UFC 254.
No, it's like this. Say I'm hitting you, I'm killing you with the jab, the 1-2, the 1-2. Then you adjust. Oh shit.
Remember how they said the next series they was gonna do it? Looked like they started early.
The boycott.
Players stay in the locker room.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm all for that shit. Fuck the NBA. I was so mad when remember when Kyrie was talking about, we shouldn't play this year.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, you bugging. I was
Mhm.
like, damn, son.
Mhm.
These dudes is cowards.
Mhm.
You really need a white man to tell you that you could run up and down a court and put a rubber ball in the hole
Mhm. Because not the only.
and sell some concessions.
Mhm.
It's gonna take time,
Yeah.
but it'll be worth more in the end.
Mhm. Nah, but these people really got everything on lockdown.
That's the thing.
Everything is really on lockdown. Music and
You know what it is though?
What?
It's not even that everything is really on lockdown. It's our minds.
Mhm.
Because the first thing the NBA players is thinking, like, I can't stunt no more.
Mhm.
I can't have a $20 million contract no more. Nah, I'm not starting my own league.
Yeah.
They don't want to be thinking about the
Mhm.
infrastructure and all of that shit.
But it's
They
even
just want to
like-
check.
Even like the black, like the new Black Panthers. That thing is created by the government. You know that, right?
Right.
The old Black Panther Party they took that thing out. No, not easy, but once they took that thing out,
COINTELPRO.
it was gone.
Yeah.
So then they made the new one. But the new one, even Tariq will tell you the new one is not you know what I mean? It's just so funny. And it's crazy, like COINTELPRO, you know how they take people out, right?
Right.
They have the new Black Panther Party, right? They're gonna find out who's the most serious about that thing and take that person out. You get what I'm trying to say? Like they try and find out who is real about this. The people that are fake about it, like they leave them alone. But the people that's real about it, those are the people they try and take out. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's crazy though, bro. Yeah, basketball is different. I remember one time I was playing basketball with some dude. And I think you told me this too, but he told me this. Well, I was saying like I've never played basketball in my life. I played football all the time. He was like, it's the same thing. the same thing. And when he said that to me, bruh, I was like, bruh, it's crazy too. That hoop study dude, when he be showing stuff, I do mad at that stuff already. Like I do that stuff naturally. The way I move on the court, I do that stuff already. Like I didn't have to look at no video. I know Brian and them don't do that video. Like I do the stuff naturally.
I was like, you know, my shooting mechanics.
Or you just do it.
Yeah,
shoot.
facts, yeah. Naturally.
And I remember I was watching some dude, some shooter, some dude on YouTube. He's not even a shooter. You know that Asian dude? Be talking about basketball.
Nah.
He's like an obscure channel. He be talking about. I like stuff like that, like secrets and stuff. And I remember like he was talking about shooting. And he said the best way to shoot is to shoot. He's like, form, none of that don't matter. Just shoot. Shoot, yeah. Mm-hmm. You know that dude that broke the 3-point record? He like disabled, like some white dude. Mm-mm. And he could make like 300 threes in a row.
I remind me of the episode of Drake and Josh.
Oh, they had some dude like that?
No, it was Josh. Remember?
Oh.
Josh he joined the basketball team, and then he was a nerd. So they did some stupid where like, oh, he was like deducing the circumference of the trajectory of the ball and stuff. Oh. And then he became the captain of the basketball team.
I always wonder why NBA teams don't sign a dude like that. That disabled dude. But like Curry can't see him on the 3-point line. Mm-hmm. Why won't the team sign him?
He gonna get all the foul calls. He disabled.
But he can shoot.
But that nigga gonna get more penalties than Tom Brady and the Patriots.
It's crazy how basketball is, though. It's like it changed. You know, the sport changed.
Right, yeah.
Like, what's crazy is that how everything is changing to fit the
like
agenda.
Everything
is changing to fit the agenda of the people who control it so that they can control it better.
Right.
That's by design, right?
Why else? Because what's the point of controlling it? Right. To lose control of it?
Right, because even like rapping and stuff, like the people that like they made it so that it's harder for the people to naturally be the best and come up to the point where they get to choose. So that makes them able to control it more. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I'll make it even freakier for you. They act like, for instance, right, I understand. This is how I be getting off on Box Then. I'll be trying to explain to them, hip-hop don't exist. Mm-hmm. The minute they named it hip-hop, it was theirs. Like the Mafia.
Right.
The minute you name it the Mafia, it's done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It don't exist no more.
Right. Yeah.
The minute they named it hip-hop, hip-hop was finished.
Right.
So all of them dudes, Curtis Blow, Kool Moe Dee, fuck Cool, LL Cool J, they're all a part of that demise.
Right. It's like when you want to destroy something, you name it. That's crazy. That whole thing was branded like that.
Whoa. Hey, Ashley.
That whole thing was branded like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Like even with the music, they have such a great span of influence that they'll make a certain sound and tailor it to what they want. But the way that they have so much influence that now that becomes the base. So you making that type of music as an independent artist when you're not even signed to that entity. Right. Nobody's telling you to make that type of music. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But all right, so if it was natural, say this wasn't true, we lived in a world where everything was like natural, not controlled, then you would have guys who could battle. You know what I mean? Like you'll be able to have to spit a freestyle. You'll be able to have to battle to
right. Yeah. Right. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, makes more sense.
Like guys like 6ix9ine who have Ghostwriter. Once they figure that out, yeah, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? Like
Drake.
Yeah. This guy. I was listening to Drake's old stuff. He had a Ghostwriter back then too, right? But he was really rapping for real. He started out rapping even before he started singing. That was fake too,
bro. It's entertainment. They don't have no allegiance to you, to the listener. However that shit gets made is how it gets made.
You know what I'm saying? What's that thing I was saying? Oh, they're even doing that in sports now too, though. You know, sports is harder to do that, supposedly. But now with basketball, it's like they got the 3-and-D guys. You know what I'm trying to say? So it could be somebody who's mad nice, who's a college star.
Okay.
But this dude could shoot the 3-point ball. He could play defense. So that's the dude we gonna put on our team. You get what I'm trying to say, right?
Right.
So you got guys like, Caldwell Pope.
Right.
Danny Green. They're not really good. they're not really that good, like
Right.
overall
Mhm.
skill, but they could shoot the three and they could play defense. So
Remember,
the game is kind of moving towards that.
Danny Green, he's from Long Island.
He is, right?
Yeah, he's from North Babylon.
Yeah, he looked like he from North Babylon.
Right, one of the mixed kids from
Yeah.
fucking North Babylon
Mhm.
with the white mother
Yeah.
and the black dad.
Man,
It's
but
good.
he that's you see where I'm coming from. Even in
Yeah,
football,
right,
like
yeah.
the way the game is changing, it's not like it's like they haven't like, you know how a team usually has a scheme
Right.
that they abide
Mhm.
by, but it's like the whole league is getting a scheme. You understand what I mean? To get the kind of players they want. Like, you don't need the AIs and the Carmelos anymore. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, look at Lou Williams. He comes off the bench. You know why he comes off the bench? He doesn't play, but he has the skill to be a starter. But, you know, teams have their systems that they want run.
Like how you was explaining to me the other day, like how every team has a white starter on their team.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm. It's just so crazy. Like, and they like players who are gonna abide in that system. You understand what I mean? Like Lou Williams, like me and you kind of in basketball, like a team will pick you up before they pick me up. Just like if we grew in our natural ability, how we play, a team will pick you up because you more that 3-and-D guy. Well, me, I like to dribble the ball around.
Right.
So a team, even if I was it would take my skill out to be way better than yours, Peter. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. But now you can dribble and do all that.
Nah. You know what? I probably can because that's my mindset now.
Right.
Like before, I wasn't like I was literally thinking like you dribbling for the sake of dribbling.
Mhm.
But now I know like you go into the basket. There's nothing else matters.
And you know
However
what else I
close you
didn't know?
can get.
You know what else I didn't know?
What?
Like, it's stuff that I pick on one time, and I go to the park and I do it for a couple of times, and then I forget about it. And
Yeah.
if I keep adding that in, it'd be sick. One thing I didn't know, you use your offhand. Those dudes, Kyrie, AI, they all use their offhand. We will be so sick using that thing. Kawhi and all of them use their offhand. You never use your offhand.
Oh shit, yeah, facts.
Bruh, because it's like how they used to call stuff against us, used to take us out. But bruh, you use your offhand. Bruh, that's not even what I was gonna say. But that's what I just thought of.
Right.
What I had in my mind, I didn't have that in, but
When you say use your offhand, you mean use your offhand to dribble.
no, swat people away, push them away. Push them, drive, knock them away. Use your offhand. That dude Hoop Studies, he be showing like how to use their offhand. And the reason why, because the basketball players, they kind of took us out with the physicality, keep calling fouls on us, keep saying that we're walking, doing all this, and they kind of stunted us. You're supposed to take as least steps as possible. I be dribbling like, getting called, you can't dribble.
That's footwork.
Mm-hmm. But you're supposed to,
Same thing like boxing.
Mhm,
Yeah, right.
You take as least steps as possible.
Yeah, right.
You see Giannis and the boys, they made it even sicker now. Like what Giannis and Harden do is when the ball is not in their hand, they're taking steps. So that's what they do. So they dribble when the ball's not in the hand. They're taking steps. Yeah, bruh. We are nice.
You know what's funny?
What?
I would think about stuff like that when I was younger too.
Oh, you did.
I would try to do stuff like
Mhm.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
They would have called. They would have called something on you.
Yeah,
but it's
right.
not.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So the whole time, how many steps you could take? 2.
Yeah, 2.
Come on, bruh. And we never even used to take 2. We would get to the basket.
You so
take steps
mentally,
like this.
you so mentally stuck. Yeah,
take
right.
Stuff like this, and you can use your offhand, bruh. You're supposed to. Yeah. Look, you don't see Kyrie. Look. You don't notice when he go into the hoop, has offhanders like this.
Right.
Then he's swatting them all.
Right. Yeah.
But for some reason, like Giannis, you don't see Shaq.
I seen some video where they said Giannis took like 5 steps from the inbound to the dunk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm exaggerating. I don't think it was 5. I think it was maybe like 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
They said the nigga Giannis took like 7 steps and dunked the ball.
It's just so crazy, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The offhand it just blew my mind. Like even in 231, like playing ball, I never like these dudes was doing stuff we didn't know.
If you don't know, right, the intricacies,
Mhm.
right, the small details.
Like I think Jerry used to do stuff like that to me. No, he didn't. I never focused on offhand. We were so strong that it didn't even really bother us. You know what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
But if we started using it, it's gonna be a problem. You could use the offhand. Still telling you this, I still think it's a problem if we start using it. Like you could really like push people off. Like you know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Like when you hand check the dudes, you take it off, but you do it at the same time as you move. Like Jordan, look, he use your offhand, bro.
You make it finesse.
And another sick thing, the thing I was gonna say is they use their body when you're going up for the layup. You're supposed to and put the ball in. You're supposed to really knock the dude and lay up.
I do that.
Oh, you do that?
That was always my shit.
Oh, that was your thing.
Niggas didn't like playing basketball with me. I set the hardest picks.
No, not the picks. When you lay
Drive,
up.
yeah,
So
drive.
you know, like, look, stand up, like
Put my body on the nigga. Yeah, facts. Yeah.
I never knew that, bro.
A word.
Nah. But in the fact that you're supposed to go at them,
Yeah.
like you go at them and then you put the ball in. Like a lot of little guys use it.
Do
That's how
that.
they do it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, brother. Offhand, the lean into, the body lean into.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was scared these dudes was gonna call foul. You know how they act.
You know what's another
The
thing
shoulder dip. The shoulder dip. That's what Jerry used to do. You know about that. He would get mad low.
Right.
And do this and just slip around me. Put this foot outside of my outside foot and just get around me. You know what I mean? That's the thing he wants to do that I picked up on, but I didn't know. I was like, what is this sorcery that he's doing? Because every time he dips, he gets around me. You know what else was crazy? Like,
What?
you know how I used to talk about standing them boys.
Right, whatever.
Like I stand, do 231. He was doing the hezzy. That's what he was doing that made him look so cool and his dribble so nice.
What's the hezzy?
The
Yeah.
that's what he was doing.
I could say.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Yeah.
Carrying them boy, like back then I'm just seeing this dude and like he was just doing the hezzy.
You know that's boxing too.
The hezzy, right?
Yeah.
How so?
If I'm hitting you, boom, boom.
Yeah.
But then I come the second time, like boom, and I stop.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Nobody we played with used to do that.
Nah, nobody. Except for Daryl, maybe.
Yeah, that was through the hezzy.
Except for Daryl.
Hezzy is
yeah, it is, son. Yo, you know what's funny, son? Like that shit. That's life, though, bro. That's life. Facts. You make niggas think you about to do this.
Yeah.
You just do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's like boxing right there. The cross, which you just did, is the jab cross.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah. Facts. Jab cross. Jab hand. Yeah, that's a fact.
I remember I met this dude, this little high school dude. He went to Campus Magnet. Okay. Man was talking on the bus, and he was saying how he did Muay Thai. He started doing Muay Thai, but he used to play on the basketball team.
Right.
I think he got kicked off the team.
Okay.
He was telling me like he think he's gonna be a problem in Muay Thai because he was telling me it's the same thing.
Same thing as basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
He was saying he already got it because he was saying that this is the dribble, the underhand. He was just showing me stuff. I didn't really know anything about. I was like, oh snap!
Right.
The back fist, the spinning. He was like his back fist is boom because he knows like he used to spin when he played basketball. He knows how to measure.
Right.
Right.
Ooh.
So he come with the I was like, oh. But at the time, I wasn't really. I knew what he was saying was right, but I just didn't think it could apply to me anyway. But I was like, oh. You know what I mean?
Even like how certain people, how you hate playing a certain motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker who knows how to traject his shot to the direction that he wants it to.
Yeah.
So it's hard to block him. You don't play someone like that?
Yeah. I told you that time when we had cameras with Ricky, remember?
Yeah.
We played those little Jewish
boys. Yeah.
Remember how they beat us bad?
Yeah.
That's what they were doing.
Trajectory.
I couldn't block their shot.
Right. Like they would jump. Like they about to put it up right ahead of you. And it just go mad high.
Like the way they would shoot, they would jump and they would have their high releases. Like they knew how to shoot.
Right.
But you know what's crazy? You notice Dean used to be mad good at blocking shots. You was ever good at? I was never good at. You notice I was never good at blocking shots, eh?
My shit is stealing.
Stealing.
I get a steal every game.
I was good at steals.
Nah, blocking shots too though. Blocking shots too. Yeah, blocking shots is my shit.
But you notice. I never blocked a shot.
Why not?
I was never good at it.
Oh,
But you know, it's crazy.
What?
Like I had like 3 or 4 games in basketball where I would block like 5 or 6 shots. Just like if I'm in that mode, like I want to block shots.
Right,
I'm gonna block.
right.
But I never block shots because I never tried to. That's the whole point of the conversation.
I get what you're
Like I
saying.
never recognized it as a
Right.
skill.
Yeah,
Like, I
right.
never tried to.
Yeah,
Like
right.
I just put my hand up just to tear the shot. But one time I thought like one game I was playing, I was young, I was like, I'm gonna start blocking. Like, why don't I block shots?
Mm-hmm.
So I started jumping before they released, and then I was like, oh, and I started blocking mad shots. Like, cause you know you jump before them, but I don't jump for that. I just jump to like get in their face.
Right, yeah.
It's just so crazy. I'm like, the hezzy. Yo, bro, one time I was playing ball at the park, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Not even that game where I scored that many. It was one game where I watched the video on how to do the pick and roll, and I was watching Hoop Study. I went to the park and I was straight killing, bro.
Oh, word?
I was making my dude set the pick. You know when somebody set the pick for you, you go around it, but then you put your back on the guy coming towards you. Yeah, put your back on the guy coming towards you. Bro, I was roasting him, bro. I was roasting him. Bro.
It's like a pick and go,
Yeah.
but then you can give right
Yeah.
back.
Another thing I do that completely changes my game up that I
What?
was doing that day, I was on my toes.
You know what's funny though?
What?
When you said that about all the Jewish kids, they had the high release and the jumping. I'm like, if the object is to get the ball in the hoop, why wouldn't you want to release the shot as close to the hoop as possible, as high as possible?
That makes sense. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You just make that-
Yeah, right. Even when like Jordan would pound the ball, just put it in the air.
Yeah.
You don't know if he's throwing an alley
Uh-huh.
or if he sees somebody open
Yeah.
or if he's about to shoot it.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So he fucks it, he
Yeah.
drop. Like this.
It's crazy. I remember it was me and Chris. Me and Chris was playing. We was playing those Jewish dudes,
Right,
and they blew us out.
right.
They blew us out.
Uh-huh.
So we went back to the cabin.
Got Ricky.
No, we didn't get Ricky.
Okay.
We didn't get Ricky. We went back to the cabin, and I was like, "Yo, these Jewish dudes just blew us out."
Uh-huh.
Like I told Ricky, like,
Yeah.
"Yo, these Jewish dudes just blew us out in ball." Let's go. Fritz, come on. Bruh. He walked past us, bruh. Like, come on. He walked past us. He put that exemplified that dude in one take, bruh. He just got up, put on shorts, walked past us, like, come on, let's go. Like, Fritz, come on. So it was 4 of us. We went back. We went to go play them. So it was us 4 against them. So we played them with Rick, and we lost.
Yeah.
We still lost.
Right, yeah.
But Ricky was dunking, bro. He was dunking in the game. He was spinning around doing dunks, bro. I didn't even realize the genesis. Back then, I was just thinking like, oh, we can dunk.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't special to me that he was dunking.
Right.
Yeah. But now looking back at it,
16-year-old boy.
yeah,
Jumping through the air,
he
fucking
was
dunking.
dunking crazy, bro. And those white dudes was even the ones we were playing against.
Yeah,
Was, whoa,
whoa.
yeah, whoa. Now he was roasting them. I was playing scared because they had Rick.
Yeah.
Chris was
They
playing
had Rick?
scared. No, we had Rick.
Right.
So me and Chris we was playing scared,
Yeah, right.
and Fritz was bad. So we
Oh,
lost
man,
bad. I should have, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was just
facts.
standing there watching. We was all watching the Rick show.
Groupies. You
I
groupie
tell you that
ass
time when we
niggas.
had the game, right?
What?
Rick last year when we had that game versus each other,
Right, yeah.
and I caught the ball,
Mhm.
and I caught the ball.
So you should have been doing that in the season.
Nah, he didn't say that. He didn't say. He just looked at me and started shaking his head. He was like, you know what I mean? Like, you know
I
what
remember
mean?
you telling me, he said, where was all of that in the season? Or he was saying that to somebody else or
Yeah,
something.
he was saying that.
He's
to
saying that
somebody
on the
else.
side. Like, where was all of that in the game?
Yeah. Nah, that was another time when me and him went Nutcrackers. When me and him went Nutcrackers.
Yeah.
We went Nutcrackers. And I remember when I used to go Nutcrackers, everybody used to be scared to go with me. Everyone used to be scared to go with me in Nutcrackers, bro.
Yo. Oh, what's up, Stanley?
Everybody used to be scared to go against me, bro.
Right.
When I used to be in the front of the line, all them dudes used to be going to the back.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Stanley?
We doing a live stream, bro. Yeah, those dudes used to be
Live stream. Huh?
How long do you belong?
Nah. I'm gonna be long. We just streaming.
I
We just
mean,
doing a
you
live
just
stream.
pay him, or how long do you?
No, I've been here for a while, for like an hour. Yeah.
he was like that dude.
Mhm.
What was he saying?
What was he talking about again?
Oh, Rick.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Oh yeah. Nah, because we was on Nutcracker. Everybody used to be in the back of the line.
Right. Uh-huh.
Everybody used to be switching. Barrington, Terrence, TC, all of them used to be
Right.
switching. So me and Rick went, and I wasn't gonna like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, I was. So I went down and had the ball. He was on defense. So I
Mhm.
came down. Boom, you know what I mean?
Crack.
Not that I wasn't scared,
Yeah.
but I just thought like, I'm not gonna do what
Yeah,
everybody
Ricky.
do.
Yeah, Ricky not about to crack me.
Nah, I didn't even think that because I don't think he would go up. But I'd just be like, I'm not, because when people go with him, they wouldn't go with him like full effect
Yeah.
because it's Rick or they'll be
Mhm.
scared, like, you know what I mean? So I really went with him like,
Ran him
boom.
over. That's it.
Nah, I didn't run him over, but like we banged.
Mhm.
And then he was like, niggas want to go hard in practice, but they'll do shit in the games.
Oh, because you heard him.
Yeah,
Yeah, you heard him. Yeah.
I should never did that though. You know what's crazy? He had a shoulder injury that whole season.
Oh, word?
And I don't even know if that was from that. I think it was.
Wow.
He was like, niggas want to go hard in practice, but don't do shit in the games.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I still remember when you told me that story.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And at the end of the season, when he did that, he was like, because he knew like I could have been potential help for the team. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, he's like, I could have been the potential help.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's like,
Bro, what are
We
you
doing a
smacking your
podcast,
gums and shit behind me, dog?
bro, we
Nobody wanna
doing a
hear that
podcast,
shit.
bro.
Yeah, no. Where you coming from?
Bro, chill, bro. You messing up. People are
I'm
hearing
not
this.
doing anything. I'm just, yeah, definitely.
I felt like just moving him out of the room, just the way he was chewing over my ear.
Nah,
That's Bro, that's annoying, bro. That's annoying. Especially if I'm recording something and then I gotta.
But it's like the reason he's just trying to like hang with us. He not really. You get what I'm trying to say?
Not right.
He not one of them dudes that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, dude,
Yeah,
not trying
right.
to- I guess he see you here. He trying to. You could tell by the way he left. Like I see you guys. Like he trying to be.
Right,
he trying to be
right.
in with us. It's not
Mhm.
really like no malicious thing. Like he trying to mess up our podcast. So. You get what I'm trying to say?
Mhm. Yeah, right. Yeah, thank you for that. Because that's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm. I don't feel bad. I felt bad to leave. You get what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. Nah, I don't get what you're saying at all.
Yesterday, so we had got into a big thing.
Oh, right?
He did something to me. Dad was like, "This guy will break you."
You told them that.
Yeah, I was in the bathroom. This dude was about to act like he was about to bang me. I'm not going. But Dad just came up and said, "What? This guy will break you to be." He said, "He said, that was the first time I've ever seen it." The time they about to fight, Dad had I think Dad had salad in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
And Stanley, like Dad came back, came in.
Yeah. I'm weird.
But it's not that bad because I had just seen his dad eating salad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he thought, yeah.
But Dad grabbed it. Threw it in the car. So they started shaking. I think they started shaking. I was in the car. They started shaking.
Oh, dead.
Him and his pops were shaking once too.
That nigga can't move. What the fuck you doing?
Dad and him got into an argument earlier today. Yeah. Crazy argument. Worse. You know, it was arguing, but this time, like, it was serious.
Mhm.
It was just him and dad.
Stanley Dad?
Yeah.
Mhm.
On the names. Oh, snap, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Dad was going back and Stanley Dad, go sit down. Small boy. Go sit down. That was like, that lady go suffer. You sit here and relax. It was going back and forth crazy. But the dad called me. He apologized. Dad called me. That's the first time I heard that. Dad was saying he apologized. His dad said, I thought he was 70. He's 90. Still he dead. You seen him, man? He's 90 years old.
Wow.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You don't even look it.
Yeah.
90.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He knows somebody from Oakwood, some guy named Big Boy. He fought in the Biat for.
Oh, where?
Yeah, he was telling me. I said, my dad apologized. I said, don't mind him. He said, I tell somebody, there's somebody from your village where they go war. Big Boy. They from Oakwood. I tell your father, if Big Boy go see you now, he go.
Well, finish that.
Like, he don't like that, the way Dad talk. Because he's like from Nigeria. He's not really, he just came here.
Right.
I said, your dad talk the way he talk. Won't. He said, something will happen.
In Nigeria.
Yeah. Because you know, Dad be like, Trump. Like Donald, I'm bigger than Trump.
I'm beginning to like Trump.
You know, Dad said, I'm bigger than Donald Trump. Said,
Right.
no, he don't say that, but you know how they take it. When he be like, if Donald Trump was here, he told me to go sit down. I wouldn't even, you know. Yeah. And this guy's like, if the landlord tell him to do something, he gonna do it. Because he like, that's the landlord. You know how they think over there.
Yeah.
You know, Dad is like, his mindset.
He's more Americanized.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
How long was that?
It's like an hour.
What the fuck? You did an hour and 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely do that.
What was the whole Rick thing though? It was a point that was getting to. The reason why we even brought that up.
Basketball.
I know. Oh yeah.
We was talking about plays and
the Jewish dudes, how they had that high release.
Yeah, high release,
They
right,
killed us. They killed us with that. And I was really trying to block their shots, but I couldn't. I just remember that. And they weren't even big. They weren't that.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, that was our story.
Jerseys.
Yeah, those are our stories. So they's like, yo, those Jewish kids, like they was wetting, like you couldn't leave them open.
They was wetting niggas in their yarmulkes.
It was for shoot. I remember we had a scrimmage against Kennedy. I remember at school, I was on, like they watched us when we scrimmaged Kennedy from Staten Island. That's when they was like. That's when they had Stephon Green. Stephon, remember the one who went to Penn State?
Mm-hmm.
The Kennedy, they watched us in the scrimmage. We couldn't even get no yards, bro. They were scoring on every play, bro. And I think they had like 2 people going to Penn State, and Coach Brown would say. I remember I scored on them though when I was fullback. The only person that scored the boys.
In the scrimmage?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be bad.
That was at Rosedale too.
No, this was
Martin.
I had got a fullback trap.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even it was a fullback trap or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think it wasn't a fullback trap because I wasn't that. I think it was. Oh, it was
it a fumble?
No. I scored. It was single backfield, and I got it probably
was an option,
a toss or something. I don't know what it was.
It probably was an option, like a give option.
No, I think it was a toss, bro.
A toss. Oh,
and I never get tosses.
A fullback toss.
Yeah. It was a toss because we had the 2 wings. Remember, I was the only guy in the backfield.
Yeah, the fullback toss. You rarely call that play.
Yeah, so they gave me the toss, and I like those dudes was fat. Mm-hmm. So I was running. Then I just whoop, come back, scored. Because they was eating the whole game. Like they was really eating us. Like they was hit sticking. Like
or they was coming trying to finish.
Yeah. I was running.
Like, nah, they not finishing me like that.
And it's not even. I thought like I'm gonna cut back, but just the pursuit of it. But it's crazy how I scored though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say?
Facts.
People act like it didn't even happen. You know what I mean? I came with the toss. I just like put my brakes down and just. It was all boom.
How you do it?
Then Coach Young was saying I shouldn't play football. Remember?
She run track.
Yeah. What does that even? That's not even us. You get what I'm trying to say?
Nah, he probably was right.
That has no meaning because everybody who plays football runs track. You get what I'm trying to say?
Bro, he probably was right. That's probably how he felt. I'm not gonna say he was trying to.
But the reason why I'm saying it makes no sense is
Why
because
you
he ran track.
Why you say it makes no sense?
Because he ran track.
So why you saying it makes no sense?
Because he played football too. You know, most Ted Ginn, Devin Hester, most of the people who are good at track, they play football too. Jeff Debs.
I still don't think he's probably thinking about your brain. He's probably thinking about the fact that you're smart. He's probably thinking, you're not Docio. You're not like those other. He knows. He looks at you. He recognizes. He knows that you have a brain just from the way that you move and the things that you do.
Was saying that
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying, bro. Because you don't have that. I don't have that either. Like, boom, like that type of. I don't have that. Like, that's what he's probably saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not. I'm not saying. I'm just saying, like, don't take it as like a malicious thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That thing is crazy. I know I'm not like that. I'm not going down on kickoff.
Exactly. That's what he means. Like, they know who they can get to do what.
Right.
Like, they know certain stuff.
That's why that clip of Dean had me like, crazy on the highlight with the James Madison.
Like, what happened to this dude? Yeah, I know what you mean.
He really went through the blocker. You know what I mean? He went through the blockers.
Boom. Yeah,
like,
right, yeah.
The blockers and like, you know, most people's like, okay, this guy's on me, I got blocked.
Yeah, I got blocked. Yeah.
Or you're blocked. You could grab the guy while this dude is on you. You know what I mean? While you getting blocked, you can still make the tackle. You know what I mean? But he had the intent to really hit that dude.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Not too many people. Even Docio and them boys I used to watch because I used to be the 3 on kickoff. You know the 3. I used to look down.
They smart. They smart.
Yeah, they smart.
They act like they're crazy. That nigga's not crazy. Yeah. When you bring someone who's really crazy, then you see who's smart. You know what I'm saying? Like when y'all play Channel and them boys, when y'all go to Brooklyn and face them other teams, like you see who's really crazy and who has sense.
Them teams used to really wash us, the Brooklyn Cats.
Yeah, it's the mentality.
Yeah, the mentality.
That's all it is. The mentality.
And even like that video, Pop Smoke getting smacked and stuff. Brooklyn is completely different than Queens.
When you're growing up,
it's more people.
Yeah, right.
That dude, who's that dude? I used to high school with Dice. Remember Dice?
Yeah, right.
He was from Brooklyn.
Right.
Those from Brooklyn. So like those one Christian, remember Christian? He from Brooklyn. So it's like when those dudes came to Queens, that's why.
You know what's so funny, son? Like when you was from Brooklyn and you moved to Queens, you had to let everybody know. But it's so funny. Like if you was from Queens and you went to Brooklyn, you're not telling nobody that.
Yeah.
You're not telling nobody that. Like if you tell people that, people are really gonna be surprised. Like, wow, like, you telling me that?
And like everybody who came from Brooklyn, they probably used to be getting bullied over there. But once they come over here by default,
it was like they were from another world. Yeah. I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
that was it. That's all you had to say. Used to win fights like that.
Yeah,
just say I'm from Brooklyn. It's over. No. Yeah, that's it. Yo, scrap facts. We done. That's it. Yeah.